A lot of people do complain for the big REO listing agents,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't realize how much work and pressure the REO listing agent is under.
Mm-hmm.
And answering requests from buyers on your listings is like at the bottom of your list of really your tasks that you need to do. There's huge amounts of tasks, huge amount of work, and so you have to understand what that is and build a network so that you have your contractors in place. You have your BPO team in place. You have the support. You have your accounting system in place so that you don't get completely buried, but
Mm-hmm.
you can actually handle some kind of volume and really build it up. Now, of course, you can build that up over time, but you better start pinpointing how you want your business to look, especially as we come into 2011. Now, I know they said the same thing in 2010. There's going to be a tidal wave of REOs coming.
Right.
This time last year, it was the biggest buzz there was. 2010, the year we're going to get a huge flood and tidal wave of REOs.
Yeah, tsunami was the term.
Yeah, tsunami. Yes,
Yeah.
It's coming. We heard that all through the end of 2009. Well, 2010 has come and gone, and now we're coming to the end of 2010, and we're hearing the same thing for 2011. My personal opinion is that banks do not want to go out of business. So they are going to continue the best they can. And I know the foreclosure numbers are horrendous.
Right.
But I know they are going to do the best they can to stretch this out as long as possible to keep their books solvent, which is why if you position yourself as an REO agent now, it may take you 6 months, a year to build up and start getting those serious REO accounts.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay because you have years and years to work that business model.
All right, you're talking about a 10-year opportunity here.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. So don't worry about, I'm going to spend a year wasting my time and then it's going to be over.
Right, right.
This is going to stretch out for a while. And if the tsunami does come, great, you're in position.
Right.
You'll get some of it.
Right, right.
But if you're not in position, you're not going to get any of it.
Right. If you build it, they will come, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You just have to build it and be focused on it. And
Right.
the last point,
Mm-hmm.
number 5 in the REO, is training and network and share with other agents. Just like 5-star, you just have to get as much training as you can. I know I hear a lot of complaints from a lot of agents that, it's really expensive to get all of the training. It's expensive to do this and that to be an REO agent. The truth of it is yes, it is expensive, but those who get all the training and aren't complaining about it are the agents getting REOs.
Wow.
Agents that are getting REOs today, I never hear them complaining about the cost of training.
That's right.
And they go and they do all the training.
That's a great point.
So
wow.
that's just a necessary evil of the REO world.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get into it and you want to build it,
wow.
Get all your certifications and do what you need to do because it will pay off, and there's a long time to receive that payoff.
Well, Jay, you know what? I need you to send me those top 5s.
I will.
They're fantastic, and I want to put it on, get it out to our membership. And again, for those of you who are on the call and you're not great note takers, well, this call is being recorded, so thank God for that. You can listen to it. It will be uploaded to Facebook.com. The Power is Now. That's Facebook.com/The Power is Now. You can download it in about 48 hours. Now, Jay, one of the challenges I continue to have every single week is that I have these incredible guests like yourself that are so full of knowledge, and there's just not enough time to get it all in.
Yeah.
We've got one important bullet that we've got to talk about before we open it up for questions. That is how to qualify to receive assets from Infinity National.
Perfect. And I definitely will. For all the agents that were out there that wanted the top 5 for getting into short sale and to getting into small cap commercial, I'll have that top 5
okay
out to you too. And I'll probably write something up so that if agents want even more detailed information, I love working with agents. And maybe Infinity is very unique among the asset management companies. Again, because most asset management companies, if you get a contract with B of A or Chase or Wells Fargo, you're a very component-driven business model. You're doing one thing for one part of the loss mitt process, and you're just doing it 1,000 times. We are really very, very involved with our credit unions, building the personal relationship, having reps nationally, working closely with agents is important for us because it helps us build that model. It not only helps the agent, but it helps Infinity grow too, and it's financially beneficial for everybody. So I just want to kind of throw that out there that we are a little unique. So don't necessarily be bashful, to contact us. And I may be busy. It may take me a week or so to get back to you, but I will. And we like to help agents build out that business because it does help everyone.
Well, I tell you, man, you just made a lot of agents day to day because, so often we are getting rejected, or hearing no, or it's closed, or we have enough right now, or there's no inventory, and then have someone be on the line and talk about, hey, call us, we've got assets, we want you, we'll help you. It's just unusual, and so I wish I had a live audience right now. They'd probably be standing up applauding you. So I don't know if you're sitting in an office right now, stand up and applaud for Jay Keister. Because opportunity is here and now. And so let's talk about that, Jay, and then we're going to open up the lines.
Working with Infinity National is very easy.
Okay.
Go to infinitynational.com, click on our vendor tab, and definitely sign up. On there also is the kind of directions over on the left-hand side that'll talk about what you need to do if you want to become a preferred agent with us. And then we'll work closely with you. And again, remember to use that discount code when you go to go through our certification with that PIN 60, PIN 60.
Now, Jay, we talked about only allowing this discount until the end of business day on Monday, right?
Correct.
That's right. So, folks, you have until 5 o'clock on Monday to sign up and get that discount. Then it goes back to the regular price. So want to encourage you to do that. And if you have friends and family and fellow associates who are not on the call, please forward the link once you get it, the replay that will be coming out here shortly on this teleconference. Please forward it to them so they also can take advantage of this great opportunity, not only to sign up for Infinity National, but also to get educated and to learn how to do perfect and timely BPOs that will be your signature for the future. So, operator, let's open up the line for any questions, and we'll talk in between those questions.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to ask a question at this time, please press the star, the number 1 key, or your touch-tone telephone. If your question has been answered or you wish to remove yourself from the queue, please press the pound key. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to ask a question at this time, please press the star, the number 1 key, or your touch-tone telephone. One moment, please.
So, Jay, while we're waiting on questions, let's talk a little bit about commercial real estate. Should a person who is primarily dealing with residential REOs right now, and they're focused on developing that business, should they try to do commercial at the same time, or does that contradict what you said earlier if they were to get into that?
Yeah, you definitely want to stay focused.
Right.
But I'll just say this. There's never been a better opportunity for agents that do want to get involved in commercial than right now. A lot of the barriers to entry have come down.
Okay.
And a lot of that is because there is so much defaulted bad assets, whatever you want to say as far as commercial coming on the market. It really is an epidemic. I'll say that. It's huge amounts of defaulted commercial property. Most of it is, I should say, those areas getting hit hardest are multifamily. And that's one area where if you've been doing residential real estate, it's easy to understand. It's not that much of a leap to get into the multifamily.
Sure.
Because you're dealing with families, you're dealing with normal residential leases.
Sure.
So it's the same calculations. You can understand it. It's an easy leap into commercial.
I see.
And once you get comfortable with that, then if you want to lead into others, once you're comfortable with the multifamily, it's easy then to move into hospitality, into office, into strip malls. It's a little bit easier to do that. Of course, if you really want to go all the way and get into warehouse and industrial, that's a whole different ballgame altogether. But
sure.
I would take that a little bit more cautious route.
Sure.
Jumping into that. But right now, commercial is definitely just an area that's so open.
Okay.
To agents being able to enter into that. But it does take a much deeper knowledge base.
Sure.
Because you have to build an investor pool that's going to be able to do that. You got to understand note sales, because most regional banks right now are disposing of their assets as non-performing notes, one-offs.
Right.
I know people talk about these. I'm going to buy a pool of, $50 million, whatever.
Right.
That's generally not how it's being done. More generally, it's one-off. You have a 16-unit multifamily that's in default, and the bank wants to sell the note for, $2 million or whatever
sure.
it might be.
Right. Well, we'll definitely have to have you come back and talk just about commercial, because you're in a market where 75% of all the commercial is being done by regional and banks and credit unions, and that's something I did not know.
It's going to be here for a while.
Right.
We're seeing so much of it. It blows me away.
Right.
How much it's really not being talked about in the media either.
Right.
So it's really a silent killer coming.
Operator, do we have any questions?
I'm showing we have a question from Anita. You may begin.
Hi, my name is Anita Jones-Cayenne, president of KRAB, California Association of Real Estate Brokers.
Hey, Anita.
How you doing, Eric?
Excellent. Thanks for being on the call today.
Thank you for having this call. It's a lot of wonderful information, and you are absolutely right. It's so great to be able to hear someone say that they are willing to work with real estate agents who are interested in doing BPOs and or REOs, and because we do get turned down so often, and it is extremely discouraging.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So thank you both for bringing this to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to know whether or not you were open to a trial program. Here's my uniqueness coming out. A trial program that would be statewide with agents who are experts in the field.
What do you mean by a trial
program? I guess we can get into more detail, but whether it's doing BPOs or REOs, but I'm really focused on doing the BPOs and doing it from a statewide perspective.
So when you say a trial, you're talking about with the KRAP Association trial, some type of special panel? Is that what you're talking about?
Exactly. Well,
okay.
I'm working with our local boards.
Okay, right, yeah.
Well, that would be interesting. I would, it would come down to the logistics of how to put something together, but I'm totally open to talking about how to work out the logistics.
Okay, wonderful.
I'd have no problem with that. Now, I'm going to have to convince all my asset managers.
Absolutely.
That's one of the bigger challenges, because when people get their routines, and you have your business routines of what you do, and I'll just share a little insight of what an asset manager faces.
Okay.
We get an asset in, they have to assign it out. It goes into a computer.